Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my channel, Learn Math with Syed Ali. So since we are in COVID-19 situation and schools are closed, so students are at home. Few of the schools have started online teaching, and now one of my student has sent me a question regarding parabola. It's grade 10, although I have chosen grade 8 because grade 8 is important for high school. And anyway, so today we will be solving this question, which is a parabola has equation y is equals to x plus 3 x minus 1. Find the x-intercept of this equation. Expand and simplify for standard quadratic form. Graph the relationship and verify the x-intercept. So I would like to start with a standard form of a quadratic equation, which is always ax square plus bx plus c. This is standard quadratic form, right? And factor form is like x something plus r or x. You can say any alphabet, but we have that x plus s and r plus s, or x plus s, x plus r. So like this. So we have two variables here, r and x. So with the x we have this, right? And with the x again we have another one. So we have break this quadratic into factored form. This is kind of factored form. And third form for the parabola is called vertex form. And vertex form is x minus h whole square plus k. So these are the three forms where we can see all of these are representing. You can say it equals to y, or you can say it equals to 0, because we have to put it 0 to solve, but these are all y, right? So this is called standard form. Standard form. This is called factored form. Factored form. And this is called vertex form. So these are the three forms in which we can see this quadratic equation. And this quadratic equation always results in a parabola, right? So now we have given the question, and the first part is find the x-intercepts of this equation. So x-intercept is easy to calculate because x-intercepts are those value of x where y is 0. Where y is 0, right? So put y is equals to 0. If you put y is equals to 0, you can calculate for x, and those values will be x-intercept. So our equation is y is equals to x plus 3 x minus 1, right? This is my equation. Y is equals to x plus 3 x minus 1, and I am putting y is equals to 0. So I have x plus 3 x minus 1 equals to 0. So either you will be saying either x plus 3 equals to 0 or x minus 1 equals to 0. So this will bring me x is equals to minus 3 and x is equals to 1, right? So that means these are the x-intercept values. At x-intercepts values, what is my y? If I want to write down the ordered pair, how can I write the ordered pair? If my x is minus 3, that means minus 3, 0 is my x-intercept, and 1 and 0 is another ordered pair for my x-intercept. So please remember that how to calculate x-intercept, you have to put y is equals to 0. So when we put y is equals to 0, we calculate the values of x, and these values of x are the x-intercepts. Like graph will be passing through minus 3, 0, y value 0, and 1 and 0. So that means when we draw the parabola in the third question, graph the relationship, we will use these two ordered pair, right? So now the second part, expand and simplify this equation. So expand, when we expand a factored form, expand the factored form. So if we expand the factored form, it gives me standard form, right? So I will write y is equals to x plus 3, x minus 1, right? And I will multiply because these two parentheses are being multiplied with each other. So it will be x times x minus 1 and plus 3 times x minus 1. This is how we multiply. So x times x is x square minus x plus 3x minus 3, and that will be x square plus 2x minus 3. So this is what? This is my standard form, or I expand the factored form to the standard form. And what is my standard form? Ax square plus bx plus c. And it is exactly same. X square, a is 1 here in my case. So plus bx minus 3. So I expand it according to the question of the B part. Now C part is graph the relation and verify the x-intercept. To graph the relation, we have to have some knowledge of TOV, table of values. So if we make a table of values for this equation, we can make the graph. But there is another way which will be very helpful for the student, because I can find out my y-intercept in this standard form. What is my y-intercept? Y-intercept is always c. So what is my c? So c is minus 3. So c is ax square plus bx plus c. C always represents y-intercept. So remember, now I have another point, and y-intercept means at this point my x will be 0 and my y value is minus 3, right? So I have another point to locate on the graph. So I have 2 points for x-intercepts and 1 point for the y-intercept. Remember, what is y-intercept in my standard form? This c value is my y-intercept, right? So we have now another value. Now another thing which we or student need to know is how to find out vertex from the standard form or from the factored form. From the standard form, we can find out vertex of a parabola, and vertex is always equals to, remember this thing, minus b over 2a. If you want to calculate a vertex from a standard form, here is my standard form, right? So what is my b? B is 2, but minus is there, so divide by 2a. What is my a? A is 1 in this case here, right? So I divide it and I got minus 1. So that means my x value of the vertex, the vertex has got 2 value, right? One is x value is called h and y value is called k. So I have my x. I have my x value of vertex, right? How to find out x value of vertex? Formula is minus b over 2a, right? So I have my x value of vertex. This is very important to remember. Now I have to find out y value of vertex. How to find out y value of vertex? Y value of vertex. To find out y value of vertex, you have to substitute this x value of vertex into the equation. So substitute value of x in the equation. So what is my equation? My equation is x square plus 2x minus 3 equals to 0. This is my, and now I have to equals to y actually, because we are calculating y, to calculate y. So now I am substituting x as minus 1. So minus 1 whole square is 1, minus 1 times 2 is minus 2, and minus 3 is remains same, which gives me minus 2 minus 3 is minus 5, minus 5 plus 1 is minus 4. So that means I have the y value of my vertex also. So what is my vertex now? My vertex is minus 1 and minus 4. This is my vertex. So now I have all the relevant points to draw my parabola. He's saying graph the relationship and verify the x-intercept, right? So here, actually in this case, you have to find out the value of the tables and draw the graph and show that the x-intercepts are verified. But this is more wide version of this question that we have find out x-intercepts, we have find out how to find out the y-intercept, how to convert the x factored form into the standard form, and how to find out the vertex in a standard form. So if we have all those values, we can easily draw the parabola, and I will also show you how to draw it with a TOV, table of values. So we will make a table of values and then draw it. But first I am showing you how to draw it with these values which I have on the board. So I have 0, minus 3. 0, minus 3. So 0 is here. Minus 3 is 1, 2, 3. So graph is somewhere passing through 0, minus 3. So y-intercept is this, right? Then I have x-intercepts. What I have x minus 3, 0. So minus 3, 0 means minus 3. 1, 2, 3, minus 3 and 0. So graph is passing through here. And then 1 and 0. So graph is passing through 1 and 0. So 1 and 0 is here, right? Graph is passing through vertex, which is minus 1 and minus 4. So minus 1 and minus 4 will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So graph is passing through here. That means graph is passing through here, right? So that means my parabola is right here, and then I make the 2 arrows that it's going infinity, right? So this is my parabola for the equation. How I draw it? With the help of x-intercepts, y-intercepts, and vertex. And vertex in the vertex form is called h and k also, right? So if you want to find out, or if you want to write down the vertex form of this equation, you can also write down the vertex form, because now you know h and k, right? So this is how one thing is left, that we have to find out and prove that, verify that the x-intercepts are true. So now we will be making table of values, and then we draw the graph again one more time, right? So let's clean it up a little bit from here. And see how to make the table of values. Table of values, right? Table of values means I have to suggest value of x and then calculate the value of y. So if I put x is equals to 0, if I put x is equals to 0, so this is gone, this is gone. 3 times minus 1 is minus 3. So that means if 0 is my x, then y is my minus 3, right? And if I put x is equals to 1, let me calculate here again. So 1 is here. So 1 plus 3 is 4, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So that means if I put 1, my value of y is 0, right? If I put 2, so 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 minus 1 is 1. So if I put 2, my y coordinate, y value will be 5. Let's take some negative value. If I put minus 1, so if I put minus 1, this gives me 2, and minus 1, this gives me minus 2. So this comes out as minus 4. Let me have more values of minus. Let me minus 2. So minus 2 is here. So this becomes 1. Minus 2 plus 3, right? This becomes 1. And this is minus 2 minus 3. This becomes minus 3. So minus 3 times 1 is minus 3. So you have this. If you have minus 4 or minus 3, you can try. So we try minus 1, we try minus 2, we try minus 3. If we put minus 3, this value is gone, and then 0 times the other thing will be 0. So these are my table of values, right? Or TOV, sometimes it's called in short form, TOV, table of values. And if I draw the graph with these table of values, right? This is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, Now I have to draw 0, minus 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. So graph is passing through here. 1, 0. So graph is passing through here. 2, 5. So 2 is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is here. Minus 1, minus 4. So minus 1 is here. And minus 4. Minus 1. Minus 1 and minus 4. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 is here. So 4 is here, right? Minus 1 and minus 4. Minus 2 and minus 3. Minus 2 and minus 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? So this is this. And then minus 3 and 0. 1, 2, 3. So minus 3 and 0. This is minus 3 and 0. Maybe we have to have minus 4 as well. So if I have minus 4, then what is my minus 4 plus 3? Minus 4 plus 3 is minus 1, and that will give me 5. So minus 4 is here, and that is going up with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is here. So now my parabola looks like this. Right? So this is my parabola. And what are the x-intercepts on this? These are the 2 points which are x-intercept. And my x-intercept here is, that is 1 and 0 is my x-intercept. And here, what is my x-intercept? Here my x-intercept is 3 and 0. So minus 3 and 0, right? So minus 3 and 0. And this is what we calculated, right? So we verify by a table of values, verified that x-intercepts are 1 and minus 3. So this is how we deal with the in terms of table of values. And the graphs are same, right? Both graphs we draw with the help of the table of values to prove that my x-intercepts are correct. And if we have x-intercepts and we have the vertex, we can also draw the graph. So hope you like the video. If you like it, subscribe my channel, press the bell icon button to receive another video. Thank you for watching.